Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by StrikeforceEnergy.com. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
What's up?
Hey, I love this. I love this podcast.
I smell something, Matt.
It's pink eye, and I'm scared of it.
I thought it was Indian food.
Evan's
Turns out
got
it's
pink eye.
Yeah.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But
Well, your daughter has pink eye, and then you've been itching your eyes all day, and it looks a little watery. So I'm not gonna fucking trust you with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta err. You gotta err on that side. You know, you gotta err on the side of the pink eye.
Did you like full Middle Eastern poop wipe without any toilet paper and then rub your eyes? That's how pink eye happens, right, medic?
That's it. That's actually comes from the three rocks. I don't know if you're familiar with.
No,
that
what's the three rocks?
Dude, you've never seen any of those dudes walk into the porta shitter with three rocks in their hand?
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh.
It's a thing.
That's a thing.
Did you
Is
three
it
rocks?
really?
Yes, that is a thing, Ross.
That is a thing. One goes in their
Wow.
butt.
The more you
One
know.
goes in their mouth.
The more you know.
It's like the three seashells
Yeah.
of Demolition Man, but it's the three rocks.
Oh yes, we are teared up again. Like
Teared-
we're
Yeah.
teared up. We're
Teared
geared up
up.
with tear.
Here I am.
We're
Yeah.
teared up. Evan's teared up. Hey, Tear, since you're a medical expert of the show, we'd like to call you. A lot of people call you that.
Yes.
What is your diagnosis? How does someone get pink eye?
Well, if you've seen the South Park episode on pink eye, I think it's pretty spot on. Pink eye is better known as conjunctivitis. Is usually viral. You can have a secondary bacterial infection with that, and it's wicked contagious. Wicked contagious.
Sure.
So-
But what is it caused by specifically? You know where I'm going with this, right?
Refugees.
Fecal matter, right? That's number one.
Yeah.
Fecal matter,
Pooping
right?
eye, licking eyeballs.
Wait,
that
can
kind
it
of
be
thing.
airborne? So, like, if he's blinking over there too much and the fan's blowing?
Right. The whole butterfly effect,
Yeah.
spreads across
Yeah.
there. That's why I'm all the way across the table.
Yeah, you
Yep.
took the right. I had to sit in the console. This is Jared's area.
I've been washing my hands like every time I leave the room, so I'm very very conscious of this.
Yeah. In my
Hmm.
professional medical
Hmm.
opinion, he does have some swollen conjunctiva over there. I can see it from here, and
No,
You
that's
absolutely
called
should not be
lack
touching
of
anything.
sleep.
So I have a 3-year-old, and she has pink eye, and I just got home from a week away, and you know when you have a 3-year-old daughter, you've been away for a week, you just like, you know, you got to cuddle with her, you got to, and I read her stories every night, and she falls asleep with me. So like the last couple nights, we've been falling asleep in her crib, the both of us, and you know she's like snuggles up and puts her like droopy, just oozing eyes all over my face, and you're just like, you can't go ooh, you know. And I woke
love
up.
knows no disease.
I love
know.
that
That's actually not a
the
saying.
image of you curling up in a crib. I love that you're small enough to fit in a crib.
Well, I make myself fit because my daughter likes, you know, she likes this bedtime ritual, obviously, just probably like most 3-year-olds.
Right.
But my daughter also doesn't sleep. It's not very easy to put her to sleep. And so
That's
you have to
pretty common
take
with a 3-year-old.
advantage.
Yeah.
You really have to take advantage. She falls asleep. Falls asleep every night in my arms since I've gotten back.
Jesus.
And it's like I could do that every day for the rest of my life and never get sick of it. So, you know, I've been spending a lot of time with her, and I'm just concerned that I have conjunctivitis.
I like his long drawn out. I think we had a trip today, Ross, and we can talk about it
we had
later.
a trip.
But
Yep.
you know, he comes in, he's like, "Man, I'm really got the old sick eye conjunctivitis.
Got
And I'm
the
like,
conjunctivitis.
You're gonna have to take that plane ride alone,
Ross, when you do the edit on this, if you could throw in some violin music somewhere in there.
Well, I mean, nobody
Well, you know,
really.
we did throw in Forrest Gump under Travis Pastrana's speech, so
Perfect.
anything is
Oh,
possible.
was he on?
Yeah, he was great.
Fuck.
He was great.
Yeah, you
That
missed
guy's
him
so
by a day.
animated.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
It was one of our favorite shows. But anyways, he told the story about his father for Drinkin' Bro of the Week. We made his dad Drinkin' Bro of the Week, and we scored it to because his dad was a Vietnam vet. We scored it to Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were big fans. Travis was a great show.
I think we should just always start scoring the fucking Drinking Bro of the Week. Like, for even if it's a positive or kind of a sad one, I think it's awesome. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's I
That's not a
think
bad
it's
idea.
at the appropriate occasions. You know, some are quick,
What the fuck ever.
some are quick, and we should make it for special occasions.
We'll beatbox one of them. How about that?
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. The next one is, dude. The drinking bro of the week this week is kind of long. So I would be real curious as to hear you beatbox that one.
I'm gonna submit one. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's Heather Lynn for putting up with Jared.
Yeah.
And Jack.
She is abused. I've never seen someone take so much shit. So she's
never
up
been
for
overseas before.
What's up?
That's right.
never been
She's in
overseas.
Egypt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's in
with the
Egypt right now.
AFE tour with them running
Yeah.
around.
So I'm following her Instagram, and she
course
put up
you
this
are.
thing. Of course I am. Yeah, I've never actually met her, but yeah, of course I am. So she puts up this video of a bag of ketchup flavored potato chips, which if you travel overseas, that's a pretty regular thing in other parts of the world.
Right.
But she was pretty surprised.
Just
by the whole-
enamored by it.
Yeah,
Like,
she-
they're ketchup flavored chips.
yeah, I believe her actual quote was, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Heather Lynn.
Good old Heather Lynn. Welcome to Drinkin' Bros, kids. We got some sponsors who pay for this whole shit wagon to be on the air. This is the good one. We teased this on the last episode. It's going to happen on this episode. We are announcing the Ghostbed mattress winners and pillow winners live on air.
Oh, shit.
Along with an extra special giveaway from ghostbed.com, which is incredible, and I'm super amped about this, actually. But first up at the top of the show, look, you hear him during our theme. You know I'm all goddamn hyped up on him every single fucking day. I'm talking about StrikeforceEnergy.com. Yeah. Call in the Strikeforce.
We should just animate
Call
everyone's
in the
here. I like to see
Strikeforce.
tears on the fucking board with fucking animating these things. Sound effects. Strikeforce, let's go.
Yes. Look, they cure pink eye. Evan Hafer, put a little Strike Force in your eye. You'll be good to go.
Well, his dog's kissing him now. He's gonna get the fucking dog
Yeah.
pink eye.
You can get Carl eye.
Oh boy, can dogs get pink eye? Tier, what's your professional opinion?
I'm gonna make up an answer on this one and say yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, if your dog has pink eye, go to StrikeforceEnergy.com. Grab yourself a packet of Strikeforce, squeeze it in both eyes, half pack a piece. You'll be good to go. You know who doesn't cure pink eye? Monster or Red Bull. Kick the can, kids. Go to StrikeforceEnergy.com. Get yourself the tastiest, tiniest little pouch of tin energy drink that goes into every single liquid possible. They have a subscription of the month club, which we all have. And they ship everywhere in the entire world. Use the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off of StrikeforceEnergy.com. Next up, we got readyman.com. Evan Hafer, why don't you tell us about it?
Readyman.
Oh God. I'm sure that's
Master
exactly what he
the
was
art
going
of
for.
self-reliance. If you're into being a man and if you're into being ready,
Shing.
readyman.com is the place for you. So you've got Jeff Kirkham over there, 28-year Green Beret, and he has 7 patents. He's written a couple books. Just a all-around general badass. He's got some pretty cool content over there and a ton of cool gear.
Josh Tyler and I started a fire with his fire card.
Oh, really?
We did just for fun.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
Yeah, the cheese grater.
The cheese grater.
Yeah, the cheese grater
He
works.
gets real mad when you call it cheese grater.
He gets so pissed
but
off.
it works.
It's a tinder scraper.
Yes.
I call it a cheese grater.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm wanting to get that lock pick.
Yeah.
The one with that's clear.
No shit. I
Yeah,
used
I need to
that
get one of those
when
from
I
you.
was in El Paso. I locked myself out of my house, and I had that, and it took me like 15 minutes to get my lock picking skills back, but I got into my
Right.
house.
Right.
Yeah, it's a super legit
Turn and
site.
scrape, turn and scrape.
And you get 20% off when you use the promo code Drinking or Drinkin'
Drinkin'
Bros.
Oh my god! Evan. Yeah.
Again.
Fuck yeah.
Jean-Luc.
Fuck yeah. And Evan, I hate to put you on the spot, but Black
Do
Rifle
it.
Coffee is up next, simply because Ghostbed is we got a laundry list of winners that are special. So
Black
go ahead.
Rifle Coffee is the premium roast to order
That's
coffee
the old
company.
one.
Oh,
That's the old one,
shit.
bro.
I know, but I just love doing your voice.
Okay. Well, you do
Fine.
it.
No, go
You
for
do
it. No, I don't want to. You know more about coffee than me. You're an intelligent gentleman.
Black Rifle Coffee is a premium roast to order coffee company. So you
What I
guys,
just said.
if you've been listening to this podcast, you've heard of Black Rifle Coffee Company. You know that Matt and I sit here and all we do all day long is drink coffee. We roast it, box it up, and ship it out. That's all we do all day long.
That's the whole thing.
We take an hour out of our day to record Drinking Bros, and sometimes they let me on this thing. But ultimately, we are one of the only places in the United States that you can get a high quality roast to order coffee. We are probably the only one that is veteran owned. And we have a subscription. Our monthly subscription is literally, it is the best deal. You're going to get below grocery store prices delivered to your month every month.
Delivered to your door.
You're going to get right to your door. Sorry, not every month. And you're going to get a better deal than if you get it at the grocery store. A lot of people don't realize this, but coffee is best if you drink it within a certain time frame of it being roasted. So depending on the bean, most of the time that's within 2 weeks.
I don't even want to say the best. We did a tasting the other day where we brought some of the fulfillment people out, Rob and I, and we sat them down with, we've had a Black Rifle bag open for about, I don't know, it was like 15, 20 weeks or something. Yeah. And we roasted that coffee and they were like, what the fuck? And I'm like, that's what grocery store coffee tastes like. It's
disgusting.
Because it's past its prime. The nitrogen, it just completely destroys it. So we gave them real Black Rifle and they're like, I get it. And we're like,
I get it now.
We do this.
So what you're saying is the bag of Black Rifle coffee I have from 2 years ago that's in the back of my fridge. I shouldn't.
You can freeze
drink
it. You can drink it. It's fine. But if you want to freeze it, it maintains the taste a little better. But
honestly, I just can't get myself to.
Is it the nitrogens, right? That's bad for, or nitrogen's good for? It's the oxygen. I forget.
It's
I love nitrous.
So it's
love nitrous.
So depending on the coffee, it might be sealed with nitrogen, which helps it preserve its flavor. Right. However, most of the really great coffee companies, they're just roasting it. They put it in a bag that has a valve in it, and it off gases naturally. Throw that in your coffee machine and drink it within 2 weeks of it being roasted. It is absolutely better, hands down better than anything you can get at the grocery store. So that's what we do here, man. We are roast to order premium coffee, Black Rifle Coffee.
That was a long one. I liked it though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Charles, fix the fucking cappuccino Americano machine. It was broke this morning.
Charles.
I haven't had my fucking
get
coffee
off
today.
this shit, Charles.
Broken?
No, the grinder's broken. They're trying to reset the circuit breaker to get it started. But so we grind our own coffee. We have this fancy machine here, Ross. So you come in the morning. I got someone over there making fucking K-cups. I'm like, you better get that shit out of here. You know?
Matt has changed. We have changed Matt's coffee drinking habits.
Yeah.
But by the way, Evan, that is no lie. I stayed at Mr. Matt Best's house for a week. Every morning he got up and French pressed that motherfucker. So proud of him. Last but not least, well, look, we've been teasing this, kids. We've been teasing it. You know from the show that we've been talking about Ghostbed.com. Not only are they the greatest beds on the planet, but for the last month, we've said that they were giving away 5 free mattresses and 5 free sets of pillows to active military and veterans. Also the reserves as well. And all you had to do was go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros and enter your email address. It was super fucking easy. And now they've said we could announce them live on air. Before we do, go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. You get $50 off a mattress and you get 3 free pillows if you order a bed. Plus, they have payment plans. We all have the goddamn beds. We love the goddamn beds. Now, these lucky winners are going to get their beds.
So this is an official announcement right here?
This is the official announcement right here.
I'm excited.
So here's why I'm excited. Because, again, we've got the Drinkin Bros subgroup on Facebook. We also have the Drinkin Bros podcast page. I hope they are part of this because that would be rad. If they're not, then that means they're just super awesome fans of the show that are everywhere. So first up for the Ghost Pillow winners, we've got Noel Hill is the first one. Second one is Nathan Tate. Congratulations. You get a pillow. You get a free set of pillows. Third is Robert Olson. Big fan of Bob Olson. Robert Olson,
Bob
you're
Olson.
a winner.
I like his Oprah Winfrey here. Fucking giving
Number 4 for the Ghost Pillow winners is Nicholas Ray. I hope I'm saying that right. It's RHEA, Nicholas Ray. And the 5th one, I know this one. Nick Dooley. I've seen him on the Nick Dooley on the interwebs. Simply because it's a Southern thing. When you got two 4 wheels in the back of your car, you're getting doolies. You're getting doolies. Next up for the Ghostbed mattress winners. This means you get a free fucking mattress of your choosing.
Holy shit puppets.
I know. It's crazy.
You ever seen a
first
shit
up,
puppet? They're gross.
they're really gross. And this time of year, they're
You
everywhere.
don't want to play with
they
those.
love pollen.
No,
They love
it's a shitty
pollen.
time.
They're in full bloom right now.
Yeah, the shit puppets are in full bloom.
Don't try to
so the
make one of those on cherries and espresso.
It's nothing like when the
No.
It's
dogwoods
not a puppet.
and the shit puppets
Don't
That's
do
it.
it.
go into bloom.
It's a Banksy.
Man, this is you guys. This is like the end of the Oscars. Just let's read the winners. They want to
All right,
know
well,
the winners.
read
of
the right
Ghost
one.
Bed.
Yeah, read the right one then, all right?
And La La
right.
Land. La La
Yes,
Land gets
exactly.
a mattress.
Yeah.
And Moonlights. First up, Ghostbed winners for the mattresses.
Wait, what size are they? I want to know what size they are.
They didn't say, so it's
Oh,
up to the
it's a
people.
twin.
The people get to choose.
Oh, nice.
People
Look at
get
that.
to choose their
That is
size.
nice.
First up, Michael Doris. Congratulations, you won a mattress. Joe Nerney. Congratulations, you won a
Nerney.
mattress. Nerney. Number 3, Chase Darnell. You won a mattress. Congratulations. Fourth up, Erica Weaver. Congratulations, you won a mattress.
Hi,
Hey,
Erica.
congratulations. We've girls in the show who listen to the show. Number 5, and last but not
You've won a
least,
mattress.
Jessica Whitehouse. Jessica Whitehouse, congratulations. You won a free Ghostbed mattress. Ghostbed.com will be contacting you to get the sizes of your mattresses. And wow, that's pretty fucking amazing that they actually did that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Boo. Yeah.
And then for this month, they're giving away two mattresses. So go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros and enter, and 2 sets of pillows. And then same with April. So the month of March is almost up. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Get yourself a fucking free mattress.
Good on you,
Ghostbed.
Ghostbed. It's nice
Yeah,
of them.
hey,
Yeah, you
and-
get
and
to
last
replace
but-
that
last
thing
but
that's
not
all
least-
pea-stained and whatnot. You get a new mattress. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Last but not least, this was the big one. For winning the Brosman of the Year award, they are also giving a mattress to Jimmy Long. I was just
Jimmy.
CC'd
Shit.
on this email. They wanted to congratulate the Brosman of the Year.
Nice.
Jimmy Long, I just talked to him right before we got on the show. He was more than stoked, and he asked for a queen mattress. They are sending Jimmy Long a queen mattress and a set of pillows for being the Brosman winner of the year.
That's fucking
Congratulations,
awesome.
That's
Jimmy
pretty
Long.
cool.
I know.
Even though
How
I'm
dope
mad at
is that?
Jimmy because he didn't say hi at Fort Campbell. He was there, he stopped in, but it's okay. I talked to him. I talked to him on Messenger. We have a beer date set up now, so maybe we can do it on his new Ghostbed.
Was he there? Did he come to the event?
Yeah, he swung by, but the line was pretty long, so I think he took off. But we talked after, and but now we have a beer date on his new Ghostbed. We're gonna sit there and maybe make a picnic. We
Yeah.
can eat off the pillows,
Pillow
pillow
talk.
fight, stuff like that.
Why not? Hey, Matt, I wanted to ask you about your event because I saw the pictures online. There was some on Drinkin Bros podcast on Instagram. Dude, how long was it looked like there was like 800 people there. Is that?
Yeah, we didn't count, I don't think, but we sold out of a crap ton of lead slingers, so I want to thank everybody that came out. But yeah, I think it was like 800 or 1,000 people cycled through there. So it's always kind of weird for me because I'm pretty new to like the whole let me sit and sign stuff kind of thing because I've just never done events in my life like that. But I apologize if the interaction's quick. I kind of like when we do the Drinkin Bros meetups where you have time to hang out and drink with everybody for 5 or 6 hours and you get to actually spend some quality time rather than like, hi, shake a hand, take a photo and leave. But it was cool to see everybody out there, and thanks
Matt's
to everybody.
actually said that to a lot of women over the years.
Yeah. Well, I
Apologize if
will
this
say this,
interaction is
Matt.
quick.
Most of the emails that have come through the Facebook have said the lines were long. Matt went out of his way and stayed and signed every single last thing he could and talked to every single fucking person there. And
Hold
they were
on,
super,
but like,
super
first of
grateful.
all, I want to clarify that. That's like seeing someone shot in the leg and bleeding on the ground and actually helping them, not walking by him. Like, that's not being great. That's just not being an asshole. We're supposed to stay there till 4, but I think I stayed there till 5:30. But who gives a fuck? It's no.
It is, but a lot
Some
of people,
people
a lot
drove
of celebrities don't do that, man.
Well, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a fucking drinking bro, and that's the difference.
Look at
Boom.
that.
Look at that.
Boom.
Look at that.
Look at that. A
was good.
Kardashian would have stayed for 20 minutes and then bounced. You know?
That's
That
good.
literally bounced.
Yeah.
Like rolled.
I can't wait to make it to like a red carpet with a bunch of A-listers one day and just fucking clown them all. It's gonna be fun.
Would you show up in your Star Spangled Banner pants you wore to the Helen Keller premiere with a gold chain on?
No gold chain. They weren't. They were not American flag. I was in 80s attire, man.
Yeah.
And you were dressed up as Englishman, right? With Jared?
Oh, that was
Nick, Jared
I've
and I,
laughed at 1,000 years at that. Evan Hafer, those pictures popped up on my timeline the other day. It was the funniest shit ever when you guys dressed up as old Englishmen from the 1800s.
We were.
You never broke character. It started to get weird.
No, we were blackout drunk the entire night, talking about bring me a chicken. Bring me a chicken and I think we were scaring people after a certain point.
Well, you guys wouldn't break character. It was like, that's funny. Be like, no, give me a chicken. They're like, no, seriously, Evan, it's nice to meet. Give me a chicken.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, we had canes, like the whole thing. It was fucking spectacular.
Monocles?
actually.
It was
picture a
really
monocle
fucking
being in
funny.
I think they had a monocle.
Monocle, yeah. If you have more than one monocle, is it still a monocle?
It's a dually.
From the south, right?
I don't know.
It's a dually. Got them fucking dualies, man. How you got them fucking dualies? No, but what I loved about it, so what we're referencing, by the way, is the Helen Keller versus Night Wolves premiere. By the way, the movie's for free on Amazon Prime.
Great.
If you have Amazon Prime, go get it. It's free. But Evan Hafer, Jared Taylor, and Nick Palmisano dressed up as old Englishmen for the red carpet from the 1800s. Did not break character the entire night.
No.
And we had a party bus and a dinner. You guys went to a full dinner before like that, which was amazing.
Full dinner at what was the name of the restaurant? But it was a nice restaurant.
It's pretty
It
nice.
was a nice
And
restaurant. It was a
were-
Mexican place, yeah.
We were decked out. Yeah, it was legit.
But I liked how there was only 4 people dressed up. It was you 3, me, I think one other person, but then like 9 other people in really nice. Like Ross was dressed to a T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because it wasn't like, oh, this is like a dress up party. It's like, wait, why are 3 Englishmen and 80s rocker hang out with all these Hollywood people?
No, well, Ross said you guys need to dress up,
right?
And so we did.
We
That's
did.
what we did.
You did.
We dressed up.
Yeah.
And we just took that in a different way. You know?
Yeah, who's classier than an old
Yeah.
Englishman?
That
You
is
know what I'm
very
saying?
That's-
Nobody. We're classy motherfuckers.
That's the beauty with language. It's open to interpretation. So dress up for us. Our interpretation of that was let's get fucking
Right.
fancy.
Nobody said it's a black tie. They said dress up.
Wear a suit to this event. It's a red
Dress
carpet event.
up. Very
Yeah.
different.
Very different.
Well, you were wearing a
Specification.
suit. It was just from the 1800s. I will say this. We rented a party bus beforehand, and my parents were on it. And you guys literally did not break character the entire night. To the point where my parents were like, man, is that like their thing in everyday life? And I was like, after this, it might be. I don't know.
We need to bring it back eventually.
He never did get that chicken.
You never did get the
He
chicken.
never
I-
did get
Never
the
did get the chicken.
I know that God, it was like 5 a.m. when we got back to the hotel, and we had to fly out the next day.
Well, I left early. I Irish goodbye like I
Oof,
always do.
Man,
Yeah.
that was a rough morning. Like getting to LAX, I'm flying out. Oh, that was brutal.
Oh, boy.
Jared
Yeah,
and I are like packing. Like we got home, we went to sleep for a half hour, and we were like packing.
You can't sleep though. I
Oh.
feel like if you sleep that 30 minutes, it
was
makes
horrible.
it so much more miserable.
Yeah, it makes
was
it worse.
horrible. Mm-hmm.
The rougher
My
than-
wife was super pissed off at me too. She was like, because I shut my phone off so I could go to sleep, and she's like texting me, "When are you flying? When are you flying?" It was brutal. Yeah. She was
Oh,
mad.
God. That was a fun night, though. That was
I
a
think
really
we need to
fun
bring
time.
the Englishman back for when we do the podcast tour with the book tour and stuff. Like
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That'd be
we
fun.
need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jared would be game for that.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Mm-mm.
He had cornrows just a while
He
back.
really did. Yeah.
That looks so
I want to
terrible.
like continually like tell that to the audience that Jared Taylor on the podcast, it's not an act or anything. That is 100% Jared Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
Yes, it
probably
is.
tones it down a
He
little bit
does.
because he texts. So
Yeah. He tones it down.
he
I
tones
bet.
it down.
If we
Yeah,
let him
yeah,
just
'cause-
go full Jared.
If you go full Jared, it's
Ooh.
You never go full Jared.
No.
You never go
No,
full
you never go full Jared. Here's what I like too is, and again, into your point of this is not an act. So he dressed up as an old Englishman for that premiere. The next premiere, he wore a signed O.J. Simpson jersey on the red carpets.
Yes.
So it is definitely not an act with Jared Taylor.
No.
I don't think I've ever. The only time I've seen him in a suit was when he did the TED Talks with you, and he fucking got the full on white fucking.
He looked like he
Albany
flew out of
suit.
fucking Colombia.
Yeah,
And he was like hauling in kilos. That's what I said when he showed up. I was like, "Holy
terrible.
shit, Pablo! What the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing? Like, did you either took a time machine back from Florida in 1983, or and he's like, "What, man? I look nice." And I'm like, "Of course you do. Of course you do. You look nice."
That was the worst suit I've ever seen.
It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, and he's like,
Because there's like certain people that can pull off a white suit. You're like, man, that's a stretch. But
it was
looks,
a linen suit.
It was
bro.
a linen white
And
suit.
it's like you are not, you know, and if you're gonna do that, you've really got to just go like you know, what are those 1980s loafers with no socks? Like you just got to go straight up. But he didn't. He was like halfway in, halfway out.
Yeah.
Like he just looked exactly like a cartel guy flew in from Colombia. He's like negotiating his transport
He
deal.
did.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what I think Americans wear.
Miami Vice looking motherfucker.
Didn't
So good.
shave. Just awesome. It was just awesome.
But that's
So what
like
was the conversation like, Evan, when you said, "Hey, we got this thing. I need you to dress up," and then he just took that for what it was, or
Oh gosh, no, he's the one that set that up. So we were doing a TED talk for Fort Lewis McCord JBLM, and he was the one that was like, "Hey, driving the train on this." Jared does not. So the here's a few things about Jared Taylor, which is he tells you we're going to do something, right? But then that is where the information ends. Right?
Completely.
It just ends. So it's like, okay, where is it? What do I wear? What's the time hack? What, like all the laundry list of things. It's like, what day is it? What day are we doing this? I think it's like Saturday or Thursday. I don't know. There's like a 4-day window. And here's the thing that used to infuriate me, but now I've learned where he'll say, hey, we're going to do this thing. Come down Wednesday. Like, come down Wednesday, we're going to do this thing. You think that the thing's going to maybe start on Wednesday or Thursday.
Right.
No, it doesn't start till Sunday.
Right.
He just wants you to come down early so you can hang out for like a week before it happens, right? So now
he
you really
values
have to,
your friendship. He mainly only does that with you. That's what. Well, I guess I'd learn that too.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me, I love Jared. Like
We all
he's-
love him.
Yeah, this isn't this is just part of understanding Jared. Now you have to realize, like, if the thing starts at 7, you have to really go, no, Jared, seriously, what time does it start? When do I need to be there? No, dude, just show up at like 10 a.m. Like, we'll hang out. We'll drink and eat hot dogs. And it's like, I'll be there at 6:30. Thanks, man.
It's learning friendships, you know.
Yeah, I'll be there.
yeah,
At 6:30.
he's about the long hang. So if you have an event or something that day, if it starts at 7, he's like, dude, let's meet at noon. We'll go get lunch and really, just hang for and it's just like, bro, nobody's got that kind of time. Nobody's got that kind of time.
he's like it's not 3 cups of tea with him. It's like it's like 3 bottles of whiskey. Like let's have 3 nights and just 3 fucking bottles of
And
whiskey.
Jared is a guy that works on his phone probably the second he wakes up to the second it ends. So like the majority of his networking stuff that he does as a business owner is on his phone. So he can do that anywhere because he's always on his phone. Whereas like a lot of stuff that Evan and I do probably has to be done in the office. So he doesn't really care where work takes place.
Mm-mm.
I kind of wish it would be nice, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be in Egypt. No, I don't want to be in Egypt.
I
right
don't
now.
want to be
I don't
there.
wanna be there.
We had the opportunity. We
did.
opportunity.
I bailed.
I did too.
Do you bail on things?
Sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm a habitual. What I
Pink
do
eye?
is I'm a habitual. What is it? I will extend or overpromise. Overpromise time all the time.
Yeah.
Do it. My wife fucking hates it. Like I do it all the time.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. And then it's like, oh, I got like 5 things booked. And then I did it yesterday. So I, scheduled like 20 phone calls yesterday.
Right.
And some of them were overlapping. So I'm like, all right, so hey, good to talk to you guys. But we've only been on the phone for like 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah. I
You are
got this other thing coming in.
busy. Crazy busy.
And,
I've been in town, 2-3 days now?
Everybody wants the Evan Hafer time.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. This
I
is the
know.
most time I've spent with you in that time. And,
Yeah, and we're working.
Yeah. And we go in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, way back.
Well, that
Way
was
back.
like what we conceptualized with putting Evan on the podcast more was it gives us a bro moment to hang out for like
We
an
can
hour
actually
and then
hang
he
out.
goes back
Yeah.
and then whatever. But we'll be on a flight today together, so it's like not like we don't get. Oh wait,
Oh.
pink eye.
Oh,
Shit, the pink eye.
eye.
I've been beating him up
Pink eye
all
will
morning
get
about
ya.
it, Ross. I've been beating him
It'll
up all morning.
get you.
You know,
It'll get you.
It'll get you. That old pink
I like
guy.
the rhythm.
And the thing that is, my trip to Germany changed on the front and on the back. So it
Yeah.
changed like 3 times on the front, and then it changed like 3 times or once on the back.
So what do they have in Germany right now? They've got a problem with starts with an R.
Reddit.
Refugees.
Refugees.
Oh.
Refugees.
And that's how you get pink eye.
And that's how you get pink eye.
That's
you
how
want
you
pink
get
eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just got back from a long ass trip, so that's fine. Well, you're on like 10 days or some shit.
6
6
days. It was originally going to be much longer, and I probably could have stayed there for 2 weeks doing what I needed to do, but you can't be gone that long. You can't be gone that long. You can't be out of pocket that long. I mean, when I came back, it's like I still have at least 100 emails that I need to get to. At least I would imagine. So, but anyway, that is.
I'm logging. I think this is my 6th state in the last 3 weeks because I've been gone every single weekend.
Yeah,
it's good though. You know, I actually kind of like. My dad was texting me the other day, and what about you guys? Because he's like, how the fuck do you travel so much? And he's like, I never could sleep in hotel rooms. I've grown accustomed to hotel rooms.
I sleep
Same.
better.
And they're so isolated that I just put on my computer. It's peace and quiet, and I get probably like tenfold the work done than I do even at the office because I'm not like people aren't asking me questions like where do I park my car? Like I fucking know, park your car.
Yeah.
Park your car.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
I'm the same way where it's like, you know, with all of this travel that I welcome it. I welcome a nice hotel room. And when I get in, I'm like, this is nice. I can pop open my shit. It's quiet. It's isolated. That maid's not going to knock on the door until 9 a.m. the next morning. And that's about it. I like it.
A boy can dream about being in New York City, you know, snuggled up in a queen bed with you, Ross.
God damn it.
I'm a big
I
fan
love
of
New York.
I've never signed a book deal with the #1 publisher in the United States and had to sleep. Well, I've never done any of that, but sleep in the same bed as Ross Patterson.
I know. Isn't that
in
crazy?
itself is a short story.
It was a funny trip. There was something big. Oh, the election was going on. It was right after. It was. We got in November 9th. The election results were November 8th. So everybody was in town to celebrate Hillary winning. What they thought.
Perfect.
So the hotels were jammed and sold out. And I get there and they were like, "Hey, one of your rooms is canceled. We'll give you another one the next day." And I was like, "All right, we'll give you a night off." And I was like, that's great and all. So Matthew and I were sleeping in the same bed the first night. And then after that, we were just like, I really don't feel like moving.
I think we've talked about before. There's certain people, and I'm just going to bring this back to Jared. There's certain people that like I'm comfortable sleeping in a bed with because I know you're not going to try to touch my dick, and I know you're not going to shit or piss the bed. We're grown men. I've been in the military. We'll put a pillow in the center, and I'll lay like a fucking zombie, and I'm good to go. Jared Taylor will never. I don't even share a fucking hotel room with him because when he drinks a lot, he turns into a zombie, a happy zombie, but he'll piss everywhere. You don't know, throw shit like a monkey. I mean, Rocco's almost beat him up before over it. It's great.
The funny thing is that I got down to the moment when we were shooting this. People think this is a joke, but it isn't a joke. So I got to the moment when we were shooting Range 15.
The Moment Hotel.
Moment Hotel.
Yeah. And Jared was like, "Oh yeah, they don't have any rooms. You have to stay with me." And I stayed with him for 2 weeks, and in his room, in no shit, like we shared a fucking bed, and like 2 weeks later, I'm down in the lobby, and I'm like, and I was talking to one of the guys who's like, "Man, it sucks. You guys are jammed up. There's no rooms." He's like, "Well, we have rooms. I don't know what you're talking about." And I was
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, really? He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Have you had rooms this entire time?" He's like, "Yeah, we've had rooms."
Because I think they overbooked.
And then he goes, "Let me pull it up." And I'm like, "Well, pull up my name." I had a fucking room at the hotel.
Oh, no way.
And I tried to call Jared out. He's like, "No, man, I went down there and they told me you didn't have a room." And so I was like, just fucking trying to square you away. And no, I had a room there. I had an empty room at the moment that I paid for on my way out.
That no one was in.
That nobody was in. And Jared Taylor got
You are
JT'd. Got JT'd.
You guys love
Snag
each
me
other,
up.
though. That's a nice love. That's a nice love.
I really was like, I started calling him Kathy, Kathy Bates.
That's exactly where my mind was going with
He was
that.
like, "No, come on, dude, just stay in here. Just stay in the room. Let me put this block of wood between your fucking legs and take a sledgehammer to you."
I probably shouldn't say it on the podcast, but it's been long enough now. The individual I was with at that time man, because she'd gone in for some augmentation of sorts.
You're investing wisely.
Yeah, and
Bigger feet.
But I felt
Bigger
bad,
feet.
but she was in like a shit ton of pain. So I would get off set because we'd be up at about 4:35 in the morning, and we'd work until about 11. And I just resented going back to that hotel room because she was so violent and angry because she was in pain or whatever that I was. Probably the worst 2 weeks ever. I slept probably a good hour a night trying to study, and it was just like, motherfucker. I was like, oh, God, I didn't do that. What the fuck?
Did they give her any pills or anything for?
Yeah, but I guess that what she did was one of the worst painful things. So I don't know, man. People have different, pain tolerances and all that.
By the way, to the audience, this was a surprise augmentation. You didn't know anything about it, right?
I had some like a weak foreshadow of it. We won't get into people's personal endeavors, but
no. We won't. But as a man, don't you think, like, especially in a relationship, that a woman is obligated to tell you if she's going to get work done? Like, hey, I'm going to go do this. And
that way, she did. I didn't necessarily was a huge proponent for it, but it's your body's your body. Do what you want with it. Do you want with my body?
But I mean, in some ways, he's right. But I mean, I've been around Matt a long time, and I was around their relationship a long time, and he kept on he'd walk by and go, "Damn, I wish that ass was bigger, girl."
Oh my
and
God.
I mean, he'd say things like that, like, "Oh shit, I'd like to fuck that if it was nicer."
God.
But
I think that pink eye's getting your fucking brain right now.
I mean, he wasn't pushing it or anything. He was just
just subtle insecurities.
he'd pull out like a People
Inception.
magazine and be like, "Oh,
God.
damn, this bitch is fine. I wish I was with her." Stuff like that. Not a big deal.
Well,
He
Evan,
didn't do that. He did not.
What
do
if
that.
you
That's
came
hilarious.
home from Germany, Evan, and your wife had double D fake tits? Would you be amped about it, or would you be pissed?
God, that was strange.
She doesn't listen to the podcast, so I just say those are probably too big.
Let's go. With
And she is
let's go with
and
the
she is
solid C.
pregnancy. She is pregnant, so I would be more concerned with the fact that she decided to have elective surgery during the pregnancy. That would be my biggest issue, where I would probably question her sanity at that point. Now, if she wasn't pregnant and I came home to that, I would say, "Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
because those are for me at that point."
Thank
You know
you
what
for
I
your
mean?
service.
That's
Yeah.
psychologically.
What's your ideal size, just in case that happens? What's your?
That's a trap. That's a trap.
You know what, man? I really don't have an ideal size. It's not me just fabricating shit. It's just a matter of I'm not a tick guy.
I do. I have an
guy.
ideal size. What about you, Matt? What's yours? What do you got?
There is no size, man, and I always tell that to girls. Back in my days, I bought a few tits, but I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot more than I bought.
Three. It's about three.
I bought three. No, well, 3 pairs. So 6.
It was the total recall.
Just 3. That'd be
Six
weird.
Just 3.
You
3.
bought
One
6
girl
tits.
wanted 1 tit. No, but I think
it was
it's
the back tit.
certain
The back
things
tit.
there's insecurities that women have if they need a maxilloplasty because from pregnancy or their skin stretch due to genetics or whatever. But you can have an A perky cup. I'm all about it. And I go towards the moderate to lower side of boob size than the big ones because those tend to get in the way. There's back problems and all those things. But good tits don't have to be big or small. It's just they're just good.
I would say there's a happy point. There's a flexion point there in the pregnancy where you're like, damn, those things are getting big. And you're like,
Swole.
wait a minute.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
All I'm saying
this is a trick. It's a trap because you're already
trap.
pregnant.
Yeah.
I can't get you pregnant again.
I'm gonna try though.
God, I've had some really good jokes around that. Like my wife and I we joke around about that quite a bit. Like, let me get in here. Let me get in there and get you pregnant.
Man, I am so happy I can't get anybody pregnant.
I just wanted. I keep telling her,
great.
I was like, I want to put a baby in the backside now, but she doesn't. I got one in the front. I got one in the front. I want to put one in the back, and she's like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does. Look, listen, I'm gonna put some coal in the caboose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some coal in the caboose. Let's drive this train home.
Let's
the
balance this
caboose.
thing out, girl.
Yeah,
Let's
girl.
put one in the back.
Yeah, there's a lot in that front engine. You need some coal in the caboose.
Like a Volkswagen bus.
It's a hard S though. Caboose.
Yeah, it is. It is. Dude, double D's to me, fake tits it's too much.
Too much.
Especially when you're going out to a nice dinner or something else. You're just like, oh God, you're gonna stroll in with your huge fucking fake double D, and it's too much to me. And I don't know if anybody takes you seriously as like, oh, that's your wife, and you're like, yeah, that's
say,
it with a
dude,
huge
to
fake
like
double
talking
my
that, not
wife,
to
yeah.
again, not to be too personal, but whatever. Like I've been in relationships where that's when you go around, their like tits are just out all the time. You're like, well,
Yes,
pulling up the shirt.
yes.
It's a little, to be honest, it's a little much for me. Like, and some guys can talk shit, whatever. But the relationship I'm in now, like, she had hers augmented before me, and like they're smaller, but like just carries herself like a woman and hides them pretty much the whole time. And then when we're home, you're like, oh yeah, you have an amazing body. Thank God for being 7 years younger than me.
Right.
And then I say a little prayer to America, and then we're good. And then I try to put it in the caboose. I try to put coal in the caboose.
Yeah.
Coal in the
But
caboose.
nothing up front. I don't want to be dead.
What about you,
I'm good.
Tier? What about you, Tier? What's your stance on this?
I need something proportionate. That's really where I go.
No,
with
he
that.
fucks anything but too late. Well, maybe less. I don't know.
I've done my dirty time. I'm a little more selective now in my advanced age.
Yeah, how old are you? How old are you right now?
I just turned 41. Just
Okay.
turned 41
Look at
last
that.
weekend.
And you're
Happy
you're
birthday.
still
Happy
single?
birthday.
I am. I'm a single man.
Well, he's been divorced
were
like
you
3
ever
times,
married
to be
at all?
fair.
Yeah, I've had a lot of practice at marriage.
What are we talking? Three?
Yeah.
Three?
That is the magic number. 3 strikes and you're out.
They say
yeah.
fourth time's a charm.
Yeah, fourth time's a charm. That's what they always
So
say that.
we don't like to count the second one. If anybody's following along what I'm reading on Instagram, you can read about the number 2. Voldemort is what we referred to her.
Yeah.
Why? What
Little
happened?
shameless plug there. Well, long story short, she glued my nuts to my taint.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Wait.
that
With
one.
super glue?
With some sort of industrial adhesive. Never found out what it was. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Is this a real story?
This is
It
a real
is.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
real.
what did you do?
You got to tell the story now, too.
No, I gotta
Yeah,
tell the
what did
story.
you do?
All right, sit in, kids. Okay, so this starts off. You want me to set the stage for you here, Ross?
Yes,
So,
please.
So
please do.
she was addicted. Well, I don't know if she was addicted. She was a dependent at the time. This is at Fort Bragg, and she had this fake back problem that the Army hospital had put her on morphine for, and she liked to mix that up with Little Red Wine, and then fight with me about really rando things while I was studying. Keep in mind, I'm in the Special Forces medic course at this point. It's super academic. I don't have time for anything other than studying, and so one night she does this. She pops a couple of MS Contons, downs a glass of red wines, fighting with about something. I'm studying. She goes to the bedroom to pass out, and I study for a couple more hours. Go down the hall, put my finger through the hole in the door where the doorknob used to be, but I got tired of being locked out of the bedroom, so I took the doorknobs off. Some people might call that a sign. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
should have. You should have taken
You're
it
just
then, yeah.
addressing a mild relationship problem.
Yeah.
That has
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm in the military. I'm kind of locked into this. If I move out, I've got to give her my housing allowance, and then I'm on the street. So, I'm kind of stuck.
Sure.
So I go in. She's passed out. I decide to watch a little TV before passing out myself, and I pass out, and I wake up, and I wake up because I feel a reach around. I feel a hand on my balls, and it's lubed up with something. And I'm thinking, oh, I guess we're having makeup sex. That's cool.
This is awesome.
Because one thing about crazy people is they're actually really good in bed. They're terrible in life, really good in bed. No inhibitions there. So I'm thinking I'm getting this reach around, and then I start having these. I haven't opened my eyes yet, and the lights are still on. I can see light through my eyelids. This is a weird, surreal experience. But I start having these memories of build model airplanes with my dad when I was a kid.
It's the smell of the glue.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then it's
No
because
way!
it's because this oranges and gasoline smell, it's just wafting up, and I start putting two together, and I'm like, wait a minute, hand on the balls, modeled glue, what's going on? What the fuck is happening right now? And I roll over, eyes snap open like Looney Tunes style, and I roll over, and she's sitting Indian style on the bed with her fists clenched on her knees, presumably with a tube of something in each hand, just looking at me crazy. You know that gopher meme that went around a while back? Yeah. That's the exact look she had. She looked exactly like the gopher from that gopher meme.
What?
Yeah. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, what did you do? And she, no answer. Just gopher stare. What did you do? Still no answer. So I'll call her by her code word here. I'm a brand new paramedic at this point. I just come back from New York City doing my internship. So I start giving her the street talk. I'm like, all right, Voldemort, look, nobody here's in trouble. Nobody here's in trouble, okay? I just need to see what's in your hand.
Yeah.
I just
I need to see
what's
the
in your hand,
snake
okay,
that
honey?
bit me so
Yes.
I can
So I know
appropriate what
wow.
I'm going to do.
Yeah. Still no response. So I try to pry her hand open. I'm like, I need to see what's in your hand. And then she goes, no. So realizing time's an issue with adhesives, I ninja roll out of bed and I go over to these his and her vanities we have. And I hike my leg up on one counter. And I pull my nutsack out just like a huge bat wing.
What?
Yeah, I'm getting this water as hot as I can get it, but I'm looking over like while I'm scrubbing my sack to save my life. And I look at her, I'm like, why did you do that? And she goes, well, that's what my mom did to my dad when he did that. And I go, did what? She goes, you know. And I'm looking at her while I'm scrubbing my scrot going, I know you're fucking crazy. That's a flag. You don't call crazy people crazy. They don't like that. She goes, I'm not fucking crazy. I'm like, oh, okay. So I continued to scrub and escape with some minor chafing.
Did you get so was it actually glued at that point?
Yeah, it was stuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you ever
So what
find
did you
out
do?
what it was?
I never found out what it was. I remember thinking, mile a minute while I'm looking at her fist. I'm like, what do we have in the house? That's some kind of compound. She's got 2 tubes. What is that? JB Weld? Does JB Weld work on skin? I don't fucking know. I thought that was for metal.
At least you didn't cut your dick off, man.
Yeah, that's
the next.
Yeah, but
that's
how
the
did you
next
how
tier
did you
of
get your sack unglued from your taint? Like, did you have to go to the hospital?
No, dude, I rangered through that.
That's-
I
you
just
pull.
pulled it out. Yeah.
You lose a couple. You like shed some skin like a little snake, but you're all right.
Yeah, skin comes back.
Shut up. How
Yeah,
painful
I
is
just-
that? On a scale of 1 to Casey Anthony, how painful is that?
Ross, I want to tell you, it still hurts today.
Really?
It's inside.
it's,
No.
Okay.
I was so amped up, kind of in fight or flight, that I don't remember feeling a lot of pain. I just remember thinking, I got to get this shit unstuck now, like fucking now. So yeah, I don't really remember the pain. I remember being a little raw for the next few days, but not unlike doing a 20-mile road march.
Right.
Holy shit. So how long after this did the divorce take place? Immediately?
No, because I'm fucking stuck. Here's the thing, man. I had a pending security clearance.
Literally, you're stuck.
Yeah,
Literally,
I'm on
you're
student
stuck.
status at Fort Bragg. That's like less than human rights. If you become a pain in the ass, they'll just get rid of you. Yeah, I'm trying to be a Green Beret here. I'm not in the club yet. So
Back then.
Yeah. Now I'm the hair club president, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah.
With a fucking great story,
Wow.
Yeah. So fortunately, man, my next door neighbor was an emergency room nurse at Cape Fear Valley in
A
Fayetteville.
man or a woman?
Woman. So I escaped from there. She also bit my back, like when I tried to leave the room.
What the fuck? I
Yeah.
feel like were you dating a velociraptor?
Yes, I have 5'10" Velociraptor. She just sprung off the thing. So I tell her, hey, I got to get up at 5 in the morning, go to PT. I'm going to go sleep on the couch. And she needed this drama. So I grabbed the alarm clock, and she's pulling the other end of the cord, telling me, you're not fucking going anywhere. So we pulled tug of war of this alarm clock so hard that we split the cord. I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. So I grabbed my cell phone and to call for exfil. I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I pick up my phone. It feels a little light. I flip it over, and she's taking the battery out of my phone. I can't go anywhere. I'm thinking, whoa, this is some premeditated shit. Yeah. What is it? Rabbit boiling in the kitchen, things like that.
Yes, let the rabbit spoil.
So at this point, I'm like, I just got to get out of here, because all you need, dude, it's the military. I'm not saying that, what is it called? The Lautenberg Amendment. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but man, you are guilty until proven innocent in the
I
military.
feel like there are plenty of people listening to that story. Like, I had the same fucking bitch did the
Probably.
same
Yeah.
thing.
She
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah. She's still floated around
Well,
Fort
not
Bragg. after I got rid
well,
of
I'm
her.
sure there's many like her throughout military
yeah.
posts across the nation and worldwide.
Boy.
So I
Hey,
turned my
that-
back on her, and she jumped on my back like Blanca from Street Fighter. Just like, just bit the shit out of my back, and that's I elbowed a little bit to get out of there, and
You cleared
ran
the
out of the
space.
house. I cleared the space.
Yeah.
I ran out of the house. I've got shorts on at this point, but yeah, the next door neighbor knew what a human bite wound looked like, and that's what kind of saved me in the whole situation, and why I got my tab, and why I ended up getting a restraining order against her eventually.
I always think about, like, when he tells this story, I always think about how Jeffrey Dahmer's lover ran out of the house like bleeding, and I always think of that, where it's like tear running out, like half naked with a bite mark on his
Yeah.
back, like. I guess I'll go back. She does love me.
Come back here, Precious.
I feel like that's just a great snippet. Like, sir, have you ever been in a compromising position in your life? And you're like, well, I had my nutsack glued to my dick and a human bite wound on my back. You're just like, what? You could say I've seen some shit.
Yeah, literally. That's one of the most entertaining stories we've ever heard on the show. And that'll roll us right into Drinkin' Bro of the Week.
Yes. Perfect.
Submitted by Daniel Wagner. I would like to nominate my Graham as Drinkin' Bro out of the Week. Her name was Janet Wagner Jeter, and she was a badass worthy of Drinking Broette of the Year. Nay, century, he writes. She was my great aunt, but raised my father, which made her really even more of my grandmother, and then raised my sister and I as our mom, and as always, she worked with her dad at a bar. That's a crazy thing. She supported her brothers during the military service in World War II in Korea, my father's service in Vietnam, but was exceptionally good to me by writing me a letter every day. I was at boot camp.
Wow, that's nice.
Every day I was at boot camp, and again every single day during my first deployment in Afghanistan.
Wow.
She was a straight shooter, enjoyed a cold beer, taught me how to shoot, hunt, and butcher deer, and raised me and my sister into the people we are today. She loved God, country, and family and placed them all before herself. I could go on and on about my Gram, but I figure I'd leave you with a short and simple and just give her the Drinkin' Broette of the Week. Yes, Daniel Wagner.
Yeah.
That was
Need
awesome.
a woman like that.
That was awesome.
Seriously. Yeah. If you're
Super legit.
Tears looking for someone like that to date because she sounds like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
I know. Cheers. Cheers to you, and cheers to Janet Wagner
Charlie at
Jeter.
blackrifle.com.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank
Cheers.
you. And for Tier, that was one of the greatest stories I've ever heard in my life. Thank you for that
you're welcome.
tonight.
Yeah.
Human bite marks.
My pain is your
Human
joy.
bite marks. I think we were just going to name this Sack Glued to Taint. That'll
Tainted
be the name
Love.
of this episode. Yeah, Tainted Love. Nailed it. For top tier, Mr. Evan Hafer, Matt Best, I am Ross Patterson. We are out of here. We love you guys. Good
Love
night,
you guys.
everyone.
Thank you.